Episode 2, Contra. Find a game that's hard, play it till it gets easy, then play it for fun. In 1987, Konami released a pseudo-military side-scrolling action game into the arcade coin-op scene. This game would later be ported to the Nintendo Entertainment System and become a household name. I am talking, of course, about Contra, the game that made buffed-up super soldiers, spread guns, aliens, and rage quits a part of video game history. Anyone who is a fan of action movies might realize that the game bears a striking resemblance to movies like Aliens or Commando, and you'd be right. The original Alien movie came out in '79, Aliens in '86, and Commando in '85. Judging by the Stage 3 boss, Stage 8's enemies, and the characters on the title screen resembling real-life steroid-injected beefcakes, Konami's game designers seem to have committed an act of downright plagiarism, but no one seems to really care. Despite this, Contra is not only awesome, it's challenging, and it has gained a reputation for being one of the most difficult games ever made. An article on difficult games for testfreaks.com was bombarded by people sending in requests for Contra to be moved to the top of the hardest games list. When I was young, I had issues with being able to beat Contra, but I have fond memories playing with my dad and brother. I became good at the game after many years of practice due to my own obsession and enjoyment with it. I have played almost every Contra game, and not one of them is easy. I have some reasons why Contra's difficulty is more than just a fair challenge, and why many players have had trouble playing Contra since the 80s and even now. Number 1, the 30 lives code. In today's far more accessible gaming world, we have novice modes, training, and tutorials in-game. In the 80s, we had the Konami code. During the title screen of Contra, you could input a series of buttons that would give you 30 lives instead of the default 3 lives. This code has become so famous that even Contra players in remission still remember it. Now, repeat after me. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, and then start for 1 player, or select followed by start for 2 players. The 30 lives code, however, provides a cushion and a false sense of security. If you only have 3 lives, those lives are more important to you. You will have to learn each stage more in depth to be able to get through the game with only 3 lives. Konami usually gives you a generous helping of extra lives, but you have to prove yourself to earn those. With 30 lives, most players will plow through several stages before they even use up all or any of those lives. And several stages are much harder to memorize than just 1 or 2 stages. Number 2, mastery and getting there. To master Contra requires time and patience, 2 things that most gamers today just don't seem to have. Practice is the same as work to most people, and as we know, work is not very fun. Practice takes a lot of time as well, and I don't know a single person today that just has enough time to sit and play the same level on a game to learn its secrets, enemy patterns, or whatever they need to finish the level in top shape. With social networking, even younger gamers don't have time anymore. As a kid, I always remember sitting in my room for hours on end, playing these games and practicing these levels, and I had so much time to play them that just by default, I would learn the game as I played it. Most of the players who played Contra in the 80s now have families and jobs. If they didn't learn the game when they had time as kids, they really don't have time to learn it now. Number 3, hard is not fun. Playing Contra for the first time is daunting. With so many things fighting for our attention today, if something is too hard, there are plenty of other things to do that are fun and easy. Hard in today's world doesn't equal a challenge. It usually just equals stress and pain. All of this being said, it takes a certain person to want to play a hard game in order to make it less difficult through practice and dedication. It's not about casual or hardcore gamers. It's about who can improve their skills at a game. The more you play, the better you get. The one thing that people who quit Contra early will never experience is a sense of accomplishment. Working hard and succeeding is one of the greatest feelings, not just in games and Contra, but in life. Getting good at a hard game can make the game less hard and as a result, more fun. Being able to tell others about your accomplishments, playing a game and not having to worry about what's coming next, competing for score instead of just survival, even helping a friend to get better at a game while having fun, and enjoying companionship are all great results of working on a difficult game. All these things are great reasons to experience a game on a deeper level. I enjoy Contra games. I always have. My struggles with the game as a child only made me better, and as a result made me a fan of one of the most enduring series of gaming history. Konami is now working on a new Contra with current generation hardware. I'm sure it will be difficult, but I can't wait for the experience of practicing, exploring a new game, and the eventual success that comes with victory. This is Dan Taylor for R to the Third Power, signing off.